biology major, so like environmental evolution stuff. My favorite STEM concept is mycology, which is the study of fungi. They don't really have a section for that here at UCF, but it's my thing. And I just think, in general, mushrooms are very overlooked. People think of them kind of in a couple ways. It's a vegetable you can eat. Maybe it's medicine sometimes. Like, they kind of have an association with goblins and fairies, I guess. But I have some fun facts, so you guys will think it's cool. Okay, I'm gonna start with a really cool one. You can make computers out of mushrooms. Basically, you plug circuits into globs of fungi, and because fungi transmit electrical signals, it will run right through as if it was a regular computer. And recently in 2022, researchers have been working on a completely fungi-based motherboard, which could be used in a real computer. And that's kind of a cool potential. Fungi have also been used to make houses. In like 2014, there was an art project made where some guy just made a tower out of fungus, and he was like, "Look, guys, it's biodegradable," which was fine, and it won awards. But in 2022 again, there have been some researchers at MycoHab which have made like an actual functioning cool house that you can live in. And again, it's totally biodegradable, and in this economy, I'll take it. There's also the famous fun fact that the biggest organism in the world is a fungus. It's underneath Oregon in the mountains, and it's just this giant honey fungus. It extends under the ground for 3.5 square miles, and that's as big as 3 blue whales. It maintains that size through lack of genetic diversity. Whenever it has kids, it just is kind of a duplicate of itself, and then they merge together. It's kind of weird, but it's good for experimentation. There's also the weird history with psychedelics. In the 60s, it kind of got cool, and there was some arguments with old people because it was influencing art and things like that, and probably a bad influence. But there have been some developments. People in 2014 started using mushrooms as a potential to cure depression because psychedelics, psilocybin mimics serotonin. So if you're lacking serotonin as part of a mental illness and you use it consistently for a while, it can do something there to replace it, and it might get your brain more used to that. Most people right now do not approve of the legalization of psilocybin. However, most adults that have tried psilocybin do approve of it. I don't know. Maybe something to do with the addictiveness there. But okay, last fun fact. Stoned ape theory. One time this scientist said, "You know what I think," and wrote a book about it. And she had said that the only way that humans were able to evolve so fast, like neurologically, was that they were on mushrooms. And there's a lot of plot holes in that, but I just think it's funny that someone said that because of geological convenience. I don't know, maybe people are grasping at straws there, but yeah, I think there's more to mushrooms going on than people think about in day-to-day. And you should be interested, guys. You should look into it. That's my speech. Thank you.
Hi, guys. So this is a speech presentation that I did for my presentations class I have this semester. And I'm going to be uploading these periodically each time I do one because number one, I'm already required to film them, and number two, I think it's nice to see how I progress. Number three, feedback's cool. Number four, this is very employable behavior. Don't tell anyone I said that. So I'm gonna include reflections at the end of these, personal notes, so I can keep track of what I'm doing. Okay, so this was the first speech. The topic was your favorite STEM concept because this class is made for STEM majors. And let's see. Most of what I expected was not true because I associate presentation with PowerPoint, So I may or may not have made an entire PowerPoint. It's stunning and beautiful and has so many cited sources, but like I didn't get to use it because I went in and everyone was like, "Oh wait, guess what? You actually have to do a speech." So whatever. Um, I'm glad I made it though. It's still a cool PowerPoint. It's an about stuff I like, and I got to actually research the ordinance thing. Anyways, summary. This speech was impromptu off the top of my head from what I remembered from the PowerPoint. The thing I was the most proud of was the fact that I have really no presentation anxiety, no speaking anxiety, which was not the case for anyone in the small classroom I have, but you could tell that either people were being very quiet and timid or they were overcompensating and speaking very loudly and excitedly to fake it till you make it. You could see their hands shaking. Um, I'm glad I don't deal with that. I'm gonna be honest. I, I will say I did deliver in a very casual conversational tone. If a lot of you know me, you'll know this is exactly how I explain when I'm doing things normally one on one. I just talk like this, which is fine. That's good, I think. Definitely a low hurdle to jump through if I want to upgrade my tactics. Oh, that's something. I didn't really do that many likes or ums, and I'm glad about that. I think it was just because I kind of already knew what I was going to say thanks to the PowerPoint. Either way, I'm grateful. Uh, I was doing I do tons of hand movements. Some of my hand movements, like clapping my hands on my pants, were very loud. And I had to compress the audio in this video because my hand clapping was so loud. That's kind of, I want to unlearn that. I picked that up from older relatives, and I need to, it's, now I realize it's kind of, it bothered me a bit. It got me annoyed. Here's my biggest problem: the time constraint was killing me. I even making the PowerPoint that I wasn't supposed to, that PowerPoint was going to end up being 10 minutes long to present. I was only supposed to do 2 to 3 minutes. And I cut so many slides from that PowerPoint preemptively because I knew I was over time. And I did this speech and I still ended up talking for 4 minutes. It's just, I'm a yapper. What can I say? And I'm pretty proud of this overall. Like, especially, I don't want to say in comparison. I think it's a good starting point. I think I have a lot to work with, and I want to get more familiar with the medium of trying to actually engage people because um, a lot of the presentations going on, nobody was very engaged at all. It was kind of just, this is an assignment. I don't want it to be just an assignment, though. I want to take this class very seriously and actually grow as a speaker, and I want to have a connection with my audience and understand what they're thinking. I don't know how I'll do that. Maybe I have to get to know them better. Maybe they'll loosen up over the semester. I'll try and learn some new tactics for that. And in the meantime, I'll keep uploading these. We might have one every couple weeks, every other week. If you hear crying, that's my dog at my door. Um, he's whining. He's clingy. Sorry. See you. Don't worry about my dog. I let him in. Fair warning, these are going to be extremely yap heavy and unedited. So if you don't like the way I look, you don't like the way I talk, or you get bored really easily and have a short attention span, feel free to skip. um, this is not art, this is academia, and that's why I'm posting it. Okay.